What's good, everybody? The voice of the WGC back in the building. We finna react to this little video, man. So Greg Miller of Kinda Funny Games, one of the most diehard wrestling fans, one of the most diehard fans from the WGC. He has something to say about 2K, and he thinks that 2K should be a live service game. Let's see what he has to say. Let's see if he's cooking. And before we start, you know how it goes, because this could be a long one. Grab your popcorn, grab your snacks, and get whatever beverage you choose, because it's about to get real. Let's get it.
The WWE and 2K have the potential to be one of video games' biggest success stories. And all they have to do is completely rework their entire business arrangement and utter the 6 words most gamers hate: live service, free-to-play game.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Hold on a minute there, player.
Live service free to play. See, I'm sorry. I'm already have to pause you right there, Greg, because what I thought you meant they're gonna update the game throughout the year. That's what I thought. If they were planning on doing that, then that's cool. But free to play, and you're telling me nah. We already off to a bad start. I'm sorry, Greg.
Wait, let me explain. What's up, everybody? I'm Greg Miller, and you might know me as the SummerSlam guy who yelled at Jey Uso, the Survivor Series guy who yelled at Brock Lesnar, shut up, or the Royal Rumble guy JBL hit in the face with a pie. But many of you know me as the wrestling game guy, whose video game fandom is pretty much founded on the squared circle.
What's your record against me, Kennedy? 0-1. I don't want your crap right now, all right?
Who reviewed the games every year at IGN, and who just appeared in WWE 2K23. I've given all that background just so this next sentence carries the appropriate weight. WWE and 2K are doing wrestling games all wrong. Let me explain. Since WWE 2K22, we've actually seen a resurgence in the series, a newfound vigor pushed forward by the easy-to-pick-up and difficult-to-master gameplay, the documentary-style showcase mode, and the gotta collect 'em all my faction mode. But here's where you're dropping the ball, making me buy a new game every 12 months. Today, thanks to your support on patreon.com/kindafunny, I'm here to tell you that WWE should be a live service free-to-play title. So, let's start with the naysayers and everyone ready to tar and feather me for saying live service and free to play. I know that you're gonna tell me that microtransactions will be the death of video games, and
You're damn right.
I'd argue that you're already forking over $70 a year for a macro transaction and getting no reward for it. The engine in WWE 2K is currently great.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Hold on a minute there, player.
Great? I don't know about that, player.
And 2K23 really didn't see a big update from 2K22 in this department. Do you think WWE 2K24 is going to rock the boat here?
Nope.
No, it's not. 2K has a great base, and they're just going to keep building on it. If the gameplay isn't going to be radically different year to year, you are just handing them $70 for new wrestlers, arenas, storylines, and a showcase. Why keep putting $70 into a new game and losing
Oh man, create a finisher, good times.
what you paid for 12 months later?
The I Quit match, man.
Why not invest in
Create a story. Oh my goodness, man, I'm about to cry.
one platform? Envision this: WWE 2K, a free-to-play live service game. The free-to-play version comes with 5 superstars, 2 arenas, and 2 local match types.
5 wrestlers, 2 arenas, 2 match types. Damn, that's worse than Fight Forever.
From there, things get interesting. You're happy giving 2K $70 a year, so let's make this argument simple as hell. There's a $70 season pass that gets you
Whoa, 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 whoa. $70 season pass? What's going to be in this season pass?
200 plus new superstars and quarterly drops, a bunch of new arenas throughout the year, a new showcase mode at WrestleMania, 2 new My Rise storylines themed with big events, everything you'd get in the normal box game, but bundled around WWE's calendar.
So basically, you're telling me that you want us to put our trust in 2K and expect them to drop all the content within a year that they should be dropping? Give us all the updates that these modders are giving us? I don't know about that, because that's basically the death of community creations, and I do not trust 2K to implement all those things into the game. I mean, I told y'all. What did I tell you? I told y'all that they get that stuff out there quick. And you saw that Seth Rollins Crown Jewel attire up there quick, didn't you? The modders are quick. I can't say the same for 2K. I mean, granted, they will probably reduce the amount of time you would have to wait for the attire, the arenas, etc. But at the same time, it would still take a while. They will probably reduce it from waiting to a year to waiting to a couple months, which still is kind of Because let's say a pay-per-view just passed last week. Would you still want to wait 2 months for that content? Because by then, that's another pay-per-view. And let's say a whole year passed and you got little to nothing. You're already looking at a whole 2K cycle gone, but you're still going to be playing the same exact game forever. Because it's a free-to-play live service game. That means, like, let's say 2K24 is not going to be free-to-play live service, but let's say they started it in 2K25. So that means no 2K26, no 2K27, no 2K28, no 2K29, no 2K30. So you're essentially playing the same 2K game for 5 years with no community creations. Now, WGC, let me ask you a question. Would you be fine with that? Do you trust 2K to implement all these updates, to patch what they need to patch, to give you all the attires they need to give you, to give all the wrestlers they need to give you? I mean, there's still problems with universe mode that have been in the game to this day. There's still a bunch of wrestlers missing from the game. We still don't have the World Heavyweight Championship. A lot of models are locked behind my faction. The servers are still janky as hell. There's a lot of things that go into this. Now just imagine, if the game came out janky as hell, and you had to play that same exact game for 5 years, instead of waiting another year, and that game could potentially get better. I don't see 2K working on a game for 5+ years. I don't see it. I'm sorry.
The promise here? You never lose another arena or superstar. In 5 years, we're still on this live service platform. You can use the 2024 Tribal Chief Roman Reigns to fight the 2029 Universal Champion Otis.
Oh, yeah.
You have a roster full of hundreds of superstars, past and present, ready to brawl in dozens of arenas.
Whoa, you say. Greg, you know that they're going to make us pay for other superstars in other arenas throughout the year.
Yeah, I am well aware of that, and I'm stoked about it. It sucked in 2022 to finish WrestleMania, boot up 2K22, and not have Cody Rhodes in the game. To have to wait 9 months for your favorite superstar's current gimmick. To get a game whose roster is already filled with people who have left the company. The video game streets are lined with the bodies of live service games that didn't make it. Rumbleverse, Knockout City, Anthem, and so many more. That wouldn't happen here. The WWE Universe is unlike any other fan base. We are into this shit. We wear weird wrestling shirts to the grocery store. We listen to incredibly nerdy podcasts about the stories behind the curtain. And we will argue late into the night about the best match of all time, even though wrestling, quote unquote, isn't real.
It's still real to me, damn it!
These fans show up. We don't want to wait months to play in our game the thing that just happened on our screens. We want that stuff now. I don't want to play 2023's WrestleMania Arena when I just watched WrestleMania 2024. Imagine the hype of finishing a WWE premium live event and having a splash screen announcing that whoever just debuted on your TV is available to download in WWE 2K. Imagine if it was just the arena that was available to be purchased. Imagine if it was a wrestler's attire. Imagine if it was a special online match replicating the main event with some limited time bonus for players who complete it.
I definitely want to touch on that because UFC does something similar. You see, UFC is in, I believe they release every 2 to 3 years, and what they're doing right now, well, I'm pretty sure they've been doing this, but I didn't really like UFC 4 at all, and UFC 5, no comment, but I do like what they're doing on that side of things. So basically, I'll show in another video what they're doing is they're adding these things called alter egos, and you can purchase them via real cash, okay? Via real cash or in-game currency. As scummy, as greedy as EA is, Electronic Arts is, that's a W in my book. Now imagine if 2K did the same thing and your VC actually meant something. You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna lie, I could live without playing Showcase. It's ridiculous how you can buy the Supercharger and you still can't even unlock everything. I'm just saying.
Yeet. This episode is brought to you by Shady Rays.
Whoa, man, that's a long ass ad. What you promoted? You promoted some sunglasses? November, buddy. It's time for the winter. But nice promo though. I respect the grind.
WWE 2K and feel like it is as live and as dynamic as the product I'm watching. 2K has the stuff and WWE has the audience. If they committed to working together and promoting this title not as a once-a-year thing, but as a compelling, meaningful experience week in, week out, they'd have what? I mean, Fortnite, Destiny, stuff on PC I don't play. One of the top 5 performing live service titles in the business. And so yes, outside of your $70 pass that's chock full of content, you're gonna have microtransactions, superstars, attires, arenas, etc. That's good. I play these games annually. I'd love to see them evolving on a weekly basis. I'd love a reason to turn it on all the time, whether that be jumping into a limited edition storyline they're putting out or to download Seth Rollins' ring guard from WWE.
Okay, he has a point right there. Because a lot of the time, well, I can't say a lot of the time, these games in general, they have about a 3-week to a 3-month lifespan. After that, the only people really enjoying these games is either A, if you're a full-time universe mode player and you can deal with all the problems that game mode has, or B, you absolutely love my faction because my faction is the only portion of the WGC that's getting fed right now. So yeah, if you're an online player like myself, there's really no reason to pick up 2K right now. I mean, you'll pick it up if a homie says, hey, let's run a match, but other than that, there's no reason to pick it up unless you're really, truly bored and you're trying to scratch that wrestling itch. Like, I want a reason to be able to pick this game up because I want to, not because I'm bored out of my mind. You feel me? I mean, I know you've seen it around YouTube. After the honeymoon phase ends, you start seeing videos like, I went back and played every single SmackDown vs. Raw. I went back and played every Nintendo wrestling game. I went back and played, like, you know what I'm talking about, man. You hit, whether it's a content block, whether you're hitting a rough patch, there's just really not much to do. There's not much to do. Just keeping it real. And there's going to be even less to do with this free-to-play live service because then you take away community creations. Then what? Because one of the main things, if not the main thing holding this game together is CC. The new arenas, the new attires, the hair updates, the tattoo updates. Even something small like a goatee, whatever. All of these updates. Movesets. Titantrons. All of these updates. Throw them out the window. I'm telling you, you're not going to like the results.
WWE Payback.
But Greg, I don't want to pay for all these things.
Good. Don't. I don't want every alternate attire for Charlotte Flair, so I just won't buy those when they come around. But I'd be thrilled that they are there for the Charlotte fans. Same things with arenas, stories, moves. Lower the price of the season pass. Give me fewer superstars so I can individually buy the ones I actually want. This plan is all about choice. Maybe you don't care about showcase mode. Maybe you don't care about universe editions. Awesome. Don't buy the $70 pass I was talking about. Maybe you can get the new stuff you do want out of the game annually for less than $70, or maybe you can justify buying some of the drops throughout the year because you're still under that $70 price point.
I mean, but who's to say 2K is actually willing to do that and give you that much variety and let you actually purchase single superstars? Who's to say that? Because I'm not gonna lie, although I love the fact that they have more wrestlers in their packs than AEW Fight Forever, I'm not gonna lie, I've seen plenty of packs where I only won about 2 wrestlers out of the entire pack. I'm not gonna lie. So who's to say they don't pull that same stunt and give us a bunch of wrestlers that we just like, it is what it is. I think, in my personal opinion, the best thing that 2K can do, and this is for free to play, or with what they're doing right now with the $70 a year and not the free to play, what they should start doing is they should start putting up polls and ask the community who they would like in the game. And also to add on to that, because a lot of my faction exclusives is what the community actually wants. Come on now. Make those fully playable characters. Simple.
All of that said, we're blowing past the benefit of free to play. New fans. Wrestling games are fun, period. We all have these memories of No Mercy on N64, and most involve a bunch of friends, many of whom weren't WWE fans, playing together. A free-to-play WWE game is such an amazing gateway to the WWE universe. Whether that's someone just picking a superstar they remember from their childhood, getting the full $70 pass, or tuning into Monday Night Raw for the first time in years, WWE always wants new fans, and this could be such an amazing avenue. But again, that comes back to support. If we were to go down this path, WWE would have to treat 2K like it is WWE. Right now, WWE treats the launch of a 2K game like any other sponsor. It's an event for a week or two, maybe a premium live event sponsor, and then it's gone. What I'm asking for is something incredibly difficult. I'm asking WWE to commit to WWE 2K as a pillar of its business. I'm talking about mentions and integrations on just about every show to make people understand the game is live. But I'm also talking.
He does have a point. He does have a point with this, because when you look at these WWE games nowadays, it's just like, all right, bet it's a new WWE game. But back in the day, like, they really made it a big deal. Like, who remembers that trailer? I think it was the first SmackDown vs. Raw trailer, the one with Vince McMahon on the cover, and they had that slow motion trailer. It was like generation. You know what? Let me go ahead and pull that shit up, man. Even though I might get copyrighted, I still want to pull this shit up for y'all. Let me go ahead and pull this up, man. This right here, this is a trailer. This is a goddamn wrestling game trailer.
Generations. Much can be learned from past generations. For past generations write history. They become history. The past may have already been written, but the future awaits a new generation.
Oh my God! It's SmackDown versus Raw!
Come on, bro. Like, you see what I mean? So yeah, I 100% agree on that, Greg. Like, these trailers have been weak as hell, I'm not gonna lie. The hype has really been weak as hell. Like, it doesn't hit the same. You know, back in the day, I mean, granted, I was younger. I'm not as old as I am now. But even then, like, there's still ways to get people excited about games. You just saw the hype for Grand Theft Auto. And they haven't even dropped a trailer yet, but you see that there's ways to get people hyped. Look at Red Dead Redemption. Look at Grand Theft Auto. Look at Elden Ring, Baldur's Gate, Hogwarts Legacy, like all these games, Fortnite. Look at all these games, and then look at SmackDown vs. Raw. and all these older wrestling games, how they got us hyped. And then look at what we have now. The marketing definitely has to be better. The marketing definitely has to be better. We went from these badass trailers with these fire ass soundtracks to running crazy at 2K headquarters and playing a game of hide and go seek or tag you're it and just tearing the place up. Like, I'm not saying you can't do those things because, hey, a trailer is a trailer. But I'm saying, like, you can do that, but have different trailers, you know? That could be, you know, like, one of the trailers, but the main trailer to really get us hyped for the game, showcasing the gameplay and all that, let that be something like this. Let that be something like this. More in-game footage, less, you know, IRL things. Just keeping it real. You know, back in the day, you wanted a wrestling game for Christmas. That was a must-have. That was a must-have. You were asking your parents, 100% you were asking your parents, can they get you SmackDown vs. Raw for Christmas? No ifs, ands, or buts. Nowadays, it's like, I don't know, man. If I was still a kid, this wouldn't be a proper Christmas gift to me. I'm just saying.
Talking about sharing secrets as they become a reality. Ring attire comes in hot, so designs would have to be shared with 2K ahead of time and it wouldn't allow for modifications. Creating a superstar and their moves takes months, so new superstars debuting in-game the night they debut in-ring would be virtually impossible. But what if it wasn't? If WWE realized the gold mine they're sitting on, I think it would change how they work with 2K. Have it just be part of the onboarding of new talent that they're going to get scanned. Send ring attire designs on a show-by-show basis. When an arena is designed, it's approved, it's got the rubber stamp on it, send it to 2K. Triple H, there is money in these hills that make this worthwhile to tackle. And WWE fans, I know that sounds like it only benefits WWE, but it's actually great for us. I want one game that evolves weekly alongside the programming. I want WWE 2K to be the undisputed champion of live service games. So many companies have gotten this wrong, but WWE could get it so right if they went all in. Otherwise, we get Marvel's Avengers 2.0. Thanks for watching, everyone, and thank you everyone on patreon.com/kindafunny who made this happen by supporting us. I'm Greg Miller. I hope you check out WWE This Is Awesome on Peacock. And until next time, it's been my pleasure to serve you.
Yeah, you had some valid points, but we're going to go ahead and extend this conversation because I definitely got more to say. Like you said, it starts with the commitment. It starts with the dedication. It starts with how much do you really want to prioritize this game? Do you really care about it? And like we've been saying, the wrestling games get nowhere near the amount of love as the NBA games. And I understand the NBA is very popular, but wrestling is also very popular. Maybe if a bit more funding went into this and you actually showcased it and made it a big deal, more people would care about it. I mean, look at NBA. I mean, granted, the game is not perfect, but if you put that game side by side with the WWE 2K franchise, it mops the floor with it. Even with the problems that persist in that game. I mean, look at this. They got a whole city that they can roam in. They can train. They can go buy gear. They can, you know, find a court to hoop on. Do all types of things. You got the rec. You got Pro AM, all that stuff. I mean, come on. Imagine if we had these type of things. Imagine if we had our own city that we could roam around. Imagine if we can go hit the bench. We can go, you know, find a buddy. We can, I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say, man. You know what I'm trying to say. Like, imagine if we have our own rendition of the city. Imagine if career mode actually meant something. We had to go in there to level up our car. Now, I'm not saying that you can no longer max out to 100 overall, because I mean, hey, leave that. But I'm talking about the people that really want to take this serious, especially if you really want to get the message out there. and let content creators really showcase your game. If you introduce something like this, and content creators, we had to level up our cars and everything, that'll be dope. Give us a reason to stay online. Give us a reason to keep on playing your game. I'm just saying. Like I said, NBA 2K may not be perfect, but they got a whole bunch of things that we do not have. Look at this, man. Imagine if we had our own city. Imagine. I'm just saying. And we also got to have more more individuals who are vocal within the company. Because I'm seeing a new face every single time, but there's really nobody that we can talk to. Patrick Gilmore did an AMA when they were trying to introduce 2K22 and get the fans hype. And if you don't know what an AMA is, it's basically the abbreviation and acronym for an Ask Me Anything. So he asked the WGC to give them, their wish list for WWE 2K22. Okay? And that was a nice gesture. But let's go into what we actually recommended. So this is for the community creation side of things. Cross-network community creations, we got that. But there's still no actual cross-play when it comes to the gaming side of things. More slots / remove limits, still limitations. Hashtag update, better search options, image uploader updates, custom video uploads, better preview options, community spotlight, CC sorting improvement / filtering, custom entrance uploads, language filter update, filtering customization, rating systems, 15% for all others. Let's go to the online side of things. Online Royal Rumble, update online cameras, and I still don't see how WWE games do not have alternate camera angles, because you can switch to all these different camera angles in NBA 2K, but we still can't do it in WWE. That's crazy. You got all these cameramen in the venue, in the facility. You see so much camera flips, so many alternate camera angles, but we can't do it in the video game. This is what I'm talking about. You have to start treating these WWE games like a big deal. It doesn't matter if it's free to play or if it's the regular 2K releases every single year and it's $70 a month. It doesn't not $70 a month, $70 a year. It doesn't matter which route you go if they don't plan on prioritizing it. Blood Online, eliminate reversal limit. This is another one right here. And I don't know whose idea was it to pull that dumbass shit. How do you remove the reversal limit but then you introduce the stun meter, which is essentially the same exact thing? It's fucking stupid. This is why 2K cannot be an esport. This is why people do not take the gameplay serious. You got that, and you got the combo system on top of that? Like, come on, bro. It's ridiculous. Online progression, online title matches, remove the lobby timer, online custom arenas, match type parity, online universe / GM mode. This is another one right here. This is a big one. That's what I was talking about. Give us a reason to stay on the game. Imagine if you just won the Universal Championship and your friend did a run-in and he acted like he was going to congratulate you. He stuck his hand out, acting like he was going to congratulate you, but then he hit you with a rock bottom. Imagine that, man. Crazy ass heel turn. Imagine that. But we don't have that. Online custom matches, server improvements. Servers are still janky as hell. Online entrances, like, come on, man. Let's continue. This is gameplay. Weapon interactions, being able to slam your opponent wherever you want. Back in 2K14, I used to love hitting folks, power bombing folks in the steel steps. I used to love that. Hitting a tombstone on the ring bell. Some good times, man. Improved animation. 2K19 controls. This is a big one right here. And that's what I'm talking about. If 2K continue to do what they want to do, it doesn't matter. This was one of the most highly requested things 2K19 controls. And what do we have? We still have these janky ass ridiculous controls from 2K22. And the game as a whole feels like a fighting game with this combo system and the bobbing and weaving and everything. Let's go back to 2K19 when it comes to controls, man. Or at least give us custom controls like AEW Fight Forever. I'm just saying. Reworked gameplay, smarter AI, gameplay customization, improved reversal system, faster pace, more blood. This is definitely a big one right here. Faster pace, because that's what I say about AEW Fight Forever. The gameplay is what really holds the game together. It just has nothing surrounding it. I guarantee you, if they had everything that 2K has, they would mop the floor with them. The match customization, the lobbies, the universe mode. I guarantee you, community creations. I'm telling you, if AEW Fight Forever had all this, they would mop the floor with 2K, because the gameplay is light years ahead of WWE 2K. WWE 2K has the customization. AEW Fight Forever has the gameplay. You see, when I play 2K, the matches just, they don't hit, man. They feel slow. They feel sluggish. Like, And you could say, oh, well, we got sliders. I mean, AEW Fight Forever, you don't even need sliders because the matches just feel natural. You gotta boost up this and boost up this and boost up this and boost up this. And even with the sliders are still not nowhere close to as good as the Fire Pro sliders. I'm just keeping it real. The gameplay is mediocre. The gameplay is very mediocre. You can go into your little editor, your little video editor, and make the gameplay look good with all these camera cuts and everything. But what about just recording a full match? What about recording a full match, no edits, no anything, and see how that gameplay looks? You put that side by side with an unedited AEW Fight Forever match, and I guarantee you the AEW Fight Forever match will look a million times better. You go back and look at all the previews that we got. Look at all the match previews that we got. All the gameplay sneak peeks that we got for AEW Fight Forever. That shit was looking amazing. There's just nothing surrounding the game. 2K. You got to get this gameplay under control, man. Even if you do it step by step, like the first huge step will be getting rid of the stun meter. That's a big one for me, in my opinion. More blood, backstage and improv, physics, better referee, improved crowd, simulation gameplay, increased difficulty, visual damage on superstars, Hell in a Cell, custom controls. Yep, that's a big one right here. I mean, if AEW Fight Forever can do it with an even smaller team, I mean, I'm pretty sure you can do it. Come on now. Hair physics, improves camera, more moves, WWE atmosphere, wrestler archetypes. Hey. And last but not least, match types. Look at all these match types that got requested. Barbed wire match. Oh, the B&P match. The Brian Panties match. Defeat the Streak, which is a game mode. It's not really a match type. Firefly Funhouse. Who knows? Maybe we get that in 2K24. Fatal 4-way tag, triple threat tag, flag match, King/Queen of the Ring tournament, street fight, Money in the Bank at WWE headquarters, a beat the clock match, empty arena, which is basically the Thunderdome, I guess, but you got to take away the screens and everything to make it truly empty. You know what I'm saying? 40-man Royal Rumble, 50-man Royal Rumble, tag team elimination chamber. And I don't know why they took this away, because when you do a chamber, what happens? You get jumped every single time. So bring back the 3v3 chamber, man. Item on a pole, stretcher match, strap match, Survivor Series 5-on-5. I mean, hey, slobber knocker, intergender singles match, Punjabi prison match, boneyard match, championship scramble, lumberjack, ambulance, 3 stages of hell, gauntlet, casket, inferno, I quit, buried alive, and war games. Out of this whole entire list, what do we get? We got one thing. The War Games match. And I mean, that's cool to know that you added it. You added the War Games finally, but at the same time, it goes hand in hand. You added a new match type, but it's not even playable online because the servers are so janky. You gotta improve the servers, man. And who knows? I mean, because You can't go with the 2K24 with no new match types. We're gonna have another new match type in 2K25. I mean 2K24, or at least a returning match type. Like, come on now. Are we gonna get at least 1, 2, or 3 new things off this list? I'm just saying. Because you talk about being the king, but you can't really be the king if there's no effort put into these games. Little to no effort put into these games. You look at Fortnite. Fortnite just had its biggest day ever 5.5 years after it launched with 44.7 million players in one day. I'm telling you, we are not going to beat that shit with the way 2K operates. But keep dreaming. And even their concurrent players, check this out. 4 million concurrent players as we speak. 4 million. 4 million. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. It's gonna take a lot. It's gonna take a lot. Like, their full undivided attention has to be on this game. And I just don't see that. Because you see, the only thing that matters in that 2K building is this right here. Is this right here. So whether it's free to play or whether it's $70 a year and an annual release of the game, nothing is going to change. I appreciate the effort, Greg. I love what you do, but I'm just keeping it real. Free to play will not change anything. Sorry. And the thing is, I'm not even really trying to shit on the folks that enjoy this game mode, because they're just playing what they love. But it's the fact that this game mode is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger, and they're going to pay less attention to the other game modes in the game. And it wouldn't even be that bad if they would just allow the same models that are in this damn game mode that are locked behind it to be unlocked and fully playable. That's all you gotta do. Like, for instance, this Scott Steiner. Everybody's been asking for a Scott Steiner. You had a chance to introduce him with the Steiner Road Pack, but you didn't. You didn't give the people what they wanted, the Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner. But instead, guess what? He's coming to my faction. But imagine if you could unlock this via my faction, and as long as you have access to the card, as long as you unlock the card, you can play with that card anywhere. Imagine that. But I'm not getting my hopes up for that. So yeah, like I said, appreciate you, Greg. Love what you're doing. I know you worked hard on that video, so appreciate you, man. But the free-to-play thing, it's not gonna do the WGC any justice. I'm just keeping it real. Especially when community creators could potentially be leaving the game. That's a no-no. Because CC has been carrying this game for years. For years. The grass is not always greener on the other side. I'm telling you this right now, WGC. You're so used to downloading your favorite wrestlers, your favorite arenas, the updated movesets, and all these updates from CC. You're so used to getting all these updates from Status and all these other content creators, all these great modders. But I'm telling you, if 2K goes the free-to-play route, and community creations get stripped and we have to rely on 2K for all these future updates, I'm telling you, it's going to get ugly like never before. It's not going to be pretty. But with that being said, it's Unsanctioned TV, and we out here. One love, God bless, see you in the next one. Peace. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share. Let's get to that 1,000 subs. Let's get it. 300 more to go.